Hey, what's up, you guys? So in this tweet, Occupy the Feds put some figures in here. He says that the Federal Reserve has bought 758 billion in assets since, let's see here, since March. Um, and in particular, I want to focus on this figure, 626 billion in United States Treasury securities. So I just want to talk a little bit about where he's getting that. So if you wanted to verify that figure yourself, you can go to TreasuryDirect. You go to this auction query section of the site, and he was looking at, I believe, he was running a query for, or he was interested in the data from March 16th up until the present. That's from a discussion on Twitter. So let's put that in here. Okay, so we'll go to auction date, and we'll scroll back to March 16th. And the end date we'll select, we'll just go with the end of August since we're in August. Okay, so that populates that, and we actually get back the results. Now, um, what's important is we need to do a show hide columns, and we want to go down to, let's see, where is it? Let me see here. We want to go down to SOMA accepted. Okay, so when you check that and you come up in here, you see the column shows up for SOMA accepted. So a little side note onto why we're adding that field. If you go to another section of the TreasuryDirect page and you pull out one of these individual items here, and like let's say we'll look at the PDF for one of these, right? So we're under the bond category, the 30-year bonds, and let's see here. We'll take a look at this PDF here. If you open it up, the details of the auction are in here, and what we're pulling out is this field here. There's SOMA, right? There's tendered, and then there's accepted. So basically, when we added that SOMA accepted field, that's adding this to the results. All right. So anyway, so after you've added the field and your data is ready, you can do download as CSV. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just noticed one more issue. Over here where it says show rows, I had it only on 100, and so when I downloaded the CSV, it only grabbed up to May. So if you're using this interface, you want to change it over to 1,000, and then if you scroll down, you'll see the data goes back to March 16th, which is when we started our query. Okay, so if you open up that CSV in Excel, we'll do a couple of things here. The columns are kind of scrunched, so let's select everything and go to Format, Auto Column Fit Width. And then we will convert this data into a table. Okay. I'm also going to, let's see here, we'll freeze the top row so we can keep seeing this. And what we want to do is also, we want to total up the SOMA accepted column. So we'll go to, under Table Design, we'll go to Add a Total Row. And if we scroll down to the bottom, here we get the number, well, we get 638 billion. And if you look at his tweet, it's actually, this number is slightly larger than the 626 billion. And why is because it's actually grown since then, believe it or not, since he pulled this data initially, it has actually gone up. Okay, so that's the manual way to get this data and to calculate this number. Because hey, you shouldn't trust anybody on the internet. You should know how to validate. If you were interested, you should know how to validate this yourself. So that's how you go about doing it. However, that's a pretty manual process. So I'm going to show you another way to get the number. Okay, so if you're on Windows, you can open up a PowerShell command, and you can run this, or I'm sorry, PowerShell prompt. Console window, and you can run this command, which I will bring out here in a second. Got it on another screen. Okay, you can run this command, And what this is going to do is it's going to run a query on the TreasuryDirect site through their API. And as you can see here, we're going to ask for the dates March 16th and all the way through August 31st. Okay, so let's go ahead and run that. And it takes a couple seconds. Okay, we came back. And then the next thing we want to do is, remember, that's equivalent to like kind of like getting all the CSV data, right? Now we've got it in, except it's in JSON format and it's in this result variable. And so what we want to do is we actually want to go through there and total up this SOMA accepted column, right? And so to do that, it's just this one command. We're taking the result, we're looking at the SOMA accepted property, and we're getting the sum on it, right? And then we're going to format it as a currency. So that's what this symbol is here. So hit enter on that, and there you can see we get our 638 billion. So those numbers line up. Okay, so let me know if you all have any questions. All right, thanks. Bye.